Okay, let's try this for a second time. It didn't record my voice last time, so strike two. I'm Mr. Worthen. This is AP Stats. Uh, Probably the most important thing you'll get out of this is my email. Uh, I'm a huge believer in communication. If you find your student or your student finds themselves getting frustrated, overwhelmed, whatever, have them communicate with me. I'm pretty easy to work with. Please notice there are two W's in my email. Um, it's on their syllabus as well if you don't write this down. But um, again, if you'll communicate with me or they'll communicate with me, we're going to find things a whole lot better. Try to keep this short. I know this isn't the most enjoyable thing for a parent to do on a Wednesday evening. This is a tough class in terms of the weirdness. It's not a traditional math class. Uh, we go at an unbelievably quick pace. The amount of stuff we have to learn is ridiculous, uh, and it's just not that any of it is specifically hard. It's just that there's so much. It's hard to keep things under control. Um, the other piece to this is if your student is like I call myself an algebra kid, and teach me a process, let me practice it a bunch, and I'll be fine. This is not that kind of class. This is more about understanding, communicating, justifying, uh, reasoning, logic, and it's tough for some old school math kids to wrap their heads around. I call it lots of gray area. It's just there's a question on their test I just gave them that was talking about the justification for the use of the word only in a newspaper report is only justified based on this data or these stats. And it didn't matter. It's an AP free response question. It didn't matter if they said yes or no. It mattered how they justified their their logic, their reasoning, and that is so tough for kids to get their heads wrapped around. But I also believe it is so good for them. I really love this class. I think it's useful. I think they'll see it in future classes down the road in college. I just really think it's very beneficial. It is an assessment-based class, though. I mean, we're here to perform. There's not a lot of fluff points, no retakes, no babysitting. Get ready to go and let's take care of it. I try to teach this as close to a college class as I can in hopes of preparing them for the next level. Um, and that means they're going to have to do a lot of work on their own. They're going to have to come get some help, spend some extra time. They're going to have to read the textbook. We'll have guided notes at times. Homework, in my opinion, is one of the most important things just because there's so much learning that goes on with that homework. I will teach a concept, but then going to apply it in a contextual setting is sometimes tough. So if they're not practicing, they're not doing their homework, they're not asking questions, that's going to make it pretty tough on them. I'm going to do a lot in class on the important, critical stuff, but they're also going to be expected to kind of get some of the periphery details from reading or on their own or homework. So if they're not doing their stuff at home, that's going to cause them problems. I can't teach every single topic, which is why, there's too many things we deal with, which is why they need to be doing their reading and homework. I used Teams a lot last year because of the hybrid schedule. I haven't gotten into it much this year, and I hope I don't have to. But if we do end up going distance or whatever, Teams will be my main form of communication. But again, email is always the best way to get a hold of me and ask questions, get help, whatever. Lastly, some resources. I would argue I'm the best resource. I know what I expect. I've done this for long enough. I'm here. I'm here for your kids. If they want help, have them come to me. If they are not comfortable coming to me, I would like to know why. And don't be afraid to say that. I'm kind of a strong personality, but I also care about kids more than anything. That's why I do this. So if they have an issue, there are some other options. There's an online textbook, so they don't have to haul their textbook around all the time if they don't want to. And then the AP Central website, they all should have already logged into it. It's how they sign up for their AP exam. But they have videos and practice questions and lots of good stuff in there. So if you find yourself trying to help your child and these are not enough resources, let me know, and I can always give you some other options. I'm excited. I'm glad to be back in the classroom. Glad to be every day. I hope we can keep it that way. Thank you guys. Appreciate all your lovely kids. They're pretty good. Take care.